Peace. Have a nice day. Freight transfer. Oh my gosh, dude. Come back here. So hello gamers and welcome back to another video. Recently there was a pretty massive change to the main game, an update to the main game that not a lot of people have been talking about. So today I wanted to cover it. Also get into why I haven't uploaded in a couple of days. So make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. Let's go for 1,000 likes on the video. Hopefully I will be uploading every day from now on. So yeah, I mean I have been for like 2 years. The last like few weeks have been kind of on and off. But yeah, anyways, let's get into it. First off, we have changes to the vector, and these are going to be pretty big if you like the ammo types on this gun. And of course the gun already got a pretty large damage nerf in the previous update. Now it does 34 to 16 instead of 35 to 17, which means that it's going to be a 3 to a 7 hit instead of a 3 to a 6. This shouldn't make it like that much worse or anything, but it is definitely worth noting. The massive changes here are the changes to the conversions. The first one I'll go into is the 357 SIG, which now has a 36.91 damage close range potential and a 17.8 at range. This is kind of a pretty big nerf to the gun because it'll do quite a bit less damage over longer ranges. Before it was going to be like a 5 hit a lot of the time with 19 damage, but now it's definitely going to be a lot worse in terms of damage, but up close it should be just as good. Keep in mind it can't two-shot headshot because of the headshot multi, and not gonna lie, this conversion is pretty bad. They will be hopefully changing how it works in the future, but yeah, that's kind of annoying. Next up we have 9mm, and because of the nerf on the other conversion on the vector, the main ammo type, this one has suffered quite a bit. The ranges aren't quite as good, and it now does 29 to 15 damage. That's really bad. This gun falls off very hard over range. Honestly, I don't really recommend this one. Before 16 was pretty good. I guess it's still like alright, but man, does it fall off. It does 15 damage at 90 studs. It used to do like 17 at like 120. I don't know, dude. This gun has kinda, at least for this conversion, fallen off quite a bit. Some people have been saying that like 9mm is a direct upgrade now because the vector is now 7 hit range. That's really not the case. 9mm is not bad. It has a larger magazine. It has like more recoil control, more reserve ammo, but it doesn't 3-shot and it does 15 over range. That might even be an 8-shot kill, which is just really bad. I don't recommend this one at all. I don't know. I think it's all right, but for my money, it's definitely, yeah, it is an 8-shot kill, isn't it? Oh, maybe it's a 7. Either way, nah. You want the 3-hit kill. And the thing is, honestly, it's still not too bad now that I think about it. Like, it shoots fast and it has pretty low recoil overall. That guy is camping. Yeah, last up we have 22LR. This conversion is actually abysmally bad, and it's crazy that this didn't get addressed, and it will be hopefully getting addressed in the next update. Yeah, with the Chris Vector nerf, this does do 24.29, which means it can no longer 2-shot. You're probably like, 2-shot? You can? Well, yes. Before, it was actually able to 4-shot to the body and 2-shot to the head. Now it's a 5-shot to the body and a 3-shot to the head. So it's actually way worse than it has ever been. And 22 was never that good. It says 0.1 second time to kill. That isn't actually true at all. And even if it was 0.1, that's still not that good. You can get that from like an AK. A lot of like 3-hit kill autos at a higher rate of fire can kill in 0.1 seconds without having to hit a million shots. And you got to keep in mind, this does 11 damage and about 22 head over range. So 5-shot headshot and about a 10 9-shot to the body. Yeah, this conversion, it did not deserve this. It's already not good, and they've just made it significantly worse. Like I said, this hopefully will be getting addressed pretty soon. They talked about it before, but I guess it just hasn't reached the main game yet, which is unfortunate. They really didn't think of the other ammo types before nerfing the vector. A few good changes actually were added as well. The Chris Vector change is not great, but the other stuff in this update is pretty good. Algae 1 Para being one of the most interesting things, that was completely stepped back. If you guys didn't know before, the Algae 1 Para, it was pretty good, so they decided to nerf it because they were nerfing Scar L9mm. They nerfed it in a kind of weird way. They increased the fire rate, but lowered the damage down to a 4-hit kill up close. Overall, I was fine with the change, not really happy about it, but not like hating it, not saying it's the worst change of all time. But yeah, Stylus went ahead and stepped that change back. And not only that, is this guy cheating? I feel like this guy's cheating. He's walking so weird. He's cheating, right? Like, I don't think he's cheating, okay. But yeah, they actually stepped it back, but nerfed the gun in a different way. And the change they actually implemented was a change that I actually recommended to Sid9, the developer. He asked me about it, and I actually gave my opinion. He took my advice. So basically, what this has now is lower velocity. And you're probably like, okay, well, that's not really that big of a deal, right? It is a pretty decent nerf, but a deserved nerf as well. It won't really make a huge difference if you're not spraying over range, but if you're using it in close range, this should be just as good as it was before. Some people actually were getting accustomed to the 750 RPM one, and that version was decent, but this one is better. The 3-hit is better. So it has the 3-hit kill-back and the older RPM back, which a lot of people were not happy about the change, so I'm glad that they reverted it. However, now it has 2,000 velocity instead of 2,500. 2,000 is actually still really good for 9mm, but before it had 2,500, which is basically like the velocity of default AUG-A1. Like, you weren't losing any velocity from going 9mm from 5.56. If you guys didn't know, in real life, 5.56 has a very high muzzle velocity. That's basically why it was actually created in the first place, was to penetrate light armor, because it could fly so fast, because it was pretty skinny as far as bullets go, but a lot longer. Skinnier than a 7.62, but longer than a 7.62. So it should have a lot more velocity. 9mm is actually wider than a 7.62 and shorter than a 7.62, so it's even far to the opposite of the spectrum, so it shouldn't have that high velocity. And generally, it has 1,500 versus about 2,800, which makes sense. It should have significantly less, but in this case, for some reason, it didn't. So I'm really happy that they actually just went ahead and fixed that kind of weird oversight. The fact that a 9mm conversion didn't lower velocity, but like a 300 conversion would, or something else. And basically, every other 9mm conversion in this entire game will lower your velocity, but they stepped that back, and I'm really happy, because not only is this gun back to being a really, really solid option, but it should be a little bit more balanced in terms of long-range beaming, because super low recoil, great range. However, it shouldn't have that crazy velocity. It had the same velocity as the Scar L, and if you guys didn't know, the Scar L beams. So this also does make Scar L and the AUG-A1 Para, their 9mm conversions, better and more different in their own ways. Again, Scar L 9mm has a little bit harder fall off, less range, a little bit less velocity, a little bit more recoil, a greater rate of fire, a better 3-hit kill range, and of course a bigger magazine. So they feel pretty balanced now, I'm not gonna lie, because before, yeah, Scar L 9mm was better, and now they're pretty balanced, which is really cool. Another change to the AUGs is the AUG-A3 Para, which got a nice nerf, but not a very big one. Well, it kind of is, and it kind of isn't at the same time. So the AUG-A3 Para had exactly the same issue as the AUG-A1 Para, where it had the same velocity as a regular AUG, despite being a 9mm. It had 2,500, I don't know why. You could get that to like ridiculous, 2,800. I'm talking like M16A3 velocity, like LMG velocity. It now has a little bit less velocity, like 1,900. It's still pretty good velocity, significantly more than like your average MP5K. AUG-A3 Para is probably still too good. I'd say give it more recoil, but at least it's not going to be as crazy for range. I actually buffed a sniper rifle, that is the 308 Winchester on the K14, which oddly enough before only had 20 reserve, which is kind of unheard of for a sniper rifle. 20 rounds is 4 mags. For this gun, for others, it would be, 2 mags. And this is a sniper rifle with a fast reload and a pretty good rate of fire. So only 20 rounds when you can fire, pretty quickly. It's really not that great. Even on the intervention, people would not like having 20 rounds. So they've actually increased it to 30, and I think that's good. 35 or 40 would work well for me as well, but giving it 50% more reserve ammo is definitely good, and probably good enough. I don't know. I don't think you need like 40 rounds really, but having 20 is just kind of weird. And it's a 308 gun. Like, keep in mind, the AWP is also a 308, and that thing has like, I don't even know how much reserve ammo. Also, K14 308 is not too bad. I prefer the default gun, but like, if you want basically more of a, generic sniper rifle, it's pretty good. I don't know if this was actually added, but oh yeah, it's definitely in the game. The AUG H-bar actually finally got a nerf. And you're probably like, wait, what do you mean? Like, didn't this gun already get like 5 nerfs? Well, yes, it was still too accurate. So now it's a little bit less accurate. Is it too inaccurate? I don't know. It's still pretty accurate. I actually made a full video on that gun if you want to see that. So go check that out. It's called The No Recoil Gun Is Gone. And that basically goes over a lot of different setups that change how the recoil works on this gun and makes it better, because this is not the best setup for the recoil. I'll have to actually change my setup, but yeah, the gun actually has a lot more horizontal recoil, worse recovery speed, and worse kick speed, so it's not going to actually kick up and then come down as quickly. Before, the recoil was not floaty at all. It just went up and down. Now it's going to be more floaty, which basically means that it's going to like continue to go up a little bit more, which I think is completely fine. They've actually reverted a few of the sounds for guns in this game. The biggest one I wanted to talk about is the other ones, just like M231, which I actually want to hear. That's not too bad. It's not as loud, which I'm kind of happy about. I don't think it sounds as good, but the M231 with the new sound effect, or I guess the old one now, that one was way too loud. But the C782, I guess people like the sound effect. I don't know. What does it sound like? Honestly, yeah, I like the sound effect. I don't know if the new old one was better than this, but I do like the sound. Honestly, it makes it sound like it shoots faster, but maybe that's because I was using like LSW barrel. Kind of an interesting change, and I feel like they should actually make it so you can like get a barrel that gives you the sound effect. Maybe like a different loudener variant or something. I don't know. Because like removing a sound effect, I don't know. Because I'm assuming not everyone hated the new sound effect for the gun. I guess knowing PF, yeah, maybe. People hate when they change stuff about the game, but I kind of agree on some of the points, but like, I don't know. I mean, the C7 is still so good. Some of the new sound effects have been like very, very missed. Some of them have been like massive hit, very cool. Let's try 7.62. Ooh, yeah, I like the 7.62 one, actually. I feel like this was definitely better than whatever they had before. But let me know your opinions in the comments. I think they changed the Tech 9, which is cool. Oh, yeah, they did. Kind of. Like, you can kind of tell you put in the magazine at the end a little bit differently, but they didn't change anything else about the gun. Oh, I actually hit that. Can I get an assist? No, what? Didn't count. And of course, we have the nerf to the Saiga 12. Long barrel and short barrel, which I won't go into that because I actually made a full video on that, so go check that out if you have not. It's just called They Finally Nerfed It. It's from like a few days ago. So that appears to actually be it, but now I want to talk about something really quickly about my channel. I suggest you watch this because it's pretty important. So recently, I wasn't really feeling that motivated to make videos, and yeah, I kind of stopped making as many. I was actually missing days, and then I was like, you know what? I need to upload again, and then I got sick, and then I had like another week of not really feeling like making videos, and I made a few. Then I got sick again. I got sick like twice in 2 weeks, and this time it was way worse. I'm finally starting to get my voice back. Well, actually, that was like a couple days ago, but I'm finally really getting my voice back enough to actually record. So that's why I had a few day break of not uploading. It wasn't really a break, but I'm actually feeling like I want to make videos, so we will be making PF videos, and I want to make like full-length videos. We'll have to see. Because before I was making like 2-minute long videos. But if you guys want to actually like recommend what I do, let me know in the comments, because I'm really making videos so you guys watch them, so I can make money. Just kidding. Ooh, I want to show off my PF skills. That's why I make videos. Okay. Oh, I should tag. That is unfortunate. But yeah, I like making videos, but I also want to know what you guys want to see. So smash that like button. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. But I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Have a nice day. Great transfer. Oh my gosh, dude. Come back here.